Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 14 of Get the Skinny on Beachbody Coaching. Woo! Tonight we're talking about holiday tips. Holiday tips. That could mean just about anything, actually.
Absolutely.
So without further ado, Shelly, Tom, and I are going to get down to holiday tips. Hope you're ready.
The big holiday tip is if you're going to go out to eat and it's a holiday, you should tip bigger because they have to work on the holidays. So that's the holiday tip, is a tip bigger if you're going to use the service industry on the holidays.
I agree 110% on that.
Yes, as someone who spent 25 years of their life in the restaurant business, I completely, totally, and utterly agree.
I mean, that's what this call is about, right? It's about how we should be tipping at restaurants and stuff.
Yes, yes, totally.
Okay.
Utterly, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can come up with any more adverbs.
That's great.
So,
another holiday tip. You should enjoy the holidays.
enjoying.
You should enjoy the holidays. And you should be mindful of how much you enjoy them. But as a general rule, the holidays are not an excellent time to go whole hog. For your mental health, it's not a good time to go whole hog on your diet and exercise program. So my tip is to be mindful of what you eat and drink during the holidays, but don't stress too much about it.
Well, I was going to add to that actually, because there's so many, people are at work and there's parties, or, you go to your parents and mom's got the traditional cookies or whatever. And there's these things come around once a year. So it's not, like to sit there and say you shouldn't have them, you shouldn't enjoy them would be terrible. But what I would do is, like for me, it's cheese. Everybody knows I'm a big cheese head. But like if you're eating a cookie or something, like enjoy it, put it in your mouth and taste it and like savor it and then eat, like don't just sit there piling them in, like actually take the time to enjoy what you're eating. And there she is. Hi, Lisa.
Lisa's in the house.
Yay.
Oh.
And you'd be surprised how much more you enjoy it, how much less you eat overall because you're taking your time, and it really, like it's more memorable and enjoyable that way. My other thing I was going to say on that is, like, if you're going somewhere, like that's going to have something, eat something good before you go, so you're not starving when you get there and then you're like everything that's around,
Yeah.
But you definitely want to enjoy the things that you're only going to get this time of year, but enjoy them, don't shovel them.
I got some tips.
Does it have to do with an elevator? Wrong call. Go ahead.
You're funny. Okay, so here's a big tip. Before you go out to a holiday party of some kind, you can have a big salad or a big heaping serving of Shakeology before you go, or drink it along the way. Then your gut's going to be full of really good nutrition. You're not going to be as tempted. You may find that you're not going to have any junk at all, which is fine. Or if you do, maybe it's just going to be just enough to taste it, but it's not going to be the bulk of your calories for that day. Mm-hmm. So then after the holiday season is over, you're going to be like, oh, I maintained. I didn't gain anything at all. Or, oh, maybe I only gained a pound instead of 20 pounds, where it's like, oh my God, now it's sort of psychologically self-sabotaging when you slide back too far. But if you slide back just a smudge or not at all, or who knows, maybe, wow, and I still lost a pound, not the usual 3 or 4 pounds, but a pound. Who knows? Point being, you do that before every holiday gathering. And this isn't just the holidays, just more focused and condensed on the holidays. You might have to do it more often, but any time of the year where you're going to be tempted by who knows what, just fill up on a really big hearty salad or a Shakeology beforehand before you go. That is my single biggest tip. It has been for a number of years now. And it goes along. Even before you go grocery shopping, you'll save money at the grocery store. And you'll also find you buy healthier stuff in the grocery store. You fill up on a big old Shakeology or a salad beforehand. And my tip on the coaching part of it, I think every year is, no matter what time of year it is to coach and sponsor new people that want to be coaches or customers, every time of the year is great, but maybe for different reasons. Right now, it might be a great time of the year because maybe somebody wants to earn a couple $100s to buy more Christmas presents, or maybe they want to be a wholesaler and just get the 25% discounts to buy Christmas presents, or a combination of both. Or maybe somebody wants to be in a position where, like, I want to be a big business builder because I want my job to be optional eventually. And they could be just positioned before the new year comes around, ready to go for people that, the masses that are always ready to start their health and fitness journeys after the 1st of January rolls around. So it makes sense for somebody who does want to become financially free to get in before that happens and position themselves to be ready for that influx of, that's when that's something everybody knows. January is the most popular time of year. People get on the fitness bandwagon. So it makes sense for that.
So what would your guys' advice be for someone who's thinking about making the traditional New Year's resolution to get on the health and fitness bandwagon after the first of the year, but they don't listen to any of the tips that we're giving them now, and they completely and utterly blow it? Okay, and then the new year comes, and they're utterly discouraged. What are your tips for those people?
My tip is forget about it. Just if you need an arbitrary date on the calendar to motivate you, you're not going to see it through.
Whoop, whoop.
You're a clown. Stop being a clown. So the moment you draw a line in the sand, it could be summer, spring, winter, fall. The date on the calendar is not going to matter. When you're ready, you're going to do it. You'll draw a line in the sand, and you'll stop being a clown, and you'll start to recondition people in your life that have known you to constantly break your promise. Say you're going to do something, you don't follow it through. People around you look at you like a clown. So the moment that you decide to draw a line in the sand and do what you say you're going to do, regardless of the date on the calendar, I don't care if it's fitness or something else, it doesn't matter what it is. You either do what you say you're going to do or you're not. And relying on a date on the calendar just means that you're still a clown. And so stop being a clown.
Because people are scared of clowns.
Yep. And I always tell people, especially, and like you said, it doesn't matter what time of the year it is, but if you've been on the journey and then you have a major setback and you fall off the wagon or whatever, I always say, don't look back, just move forward. No matter what time it is, like, you can sit there, oh, I suck, I did this, I did that. That does nothing to keep you going forward. So just don't even worry about it. Just put it behind you.
But don't just put it behind you. Draw a line in the sand so you're consciously aware of what you did in the past. Because if you don't address that,
you cut my line off.
Sorry. This showed I saw applause on my end. I saw
Cheryl, yeah, right. Shelley was drawing the line and you cut it right off.
That's okay. We're on the same page now. It's all good. But that's the thing. Like, line drawn, let's get going. And why wait till the first? Let's do it now. Let's get it going.
Snap, snap.
Yep.
No dilly and no dally.
Nope. Dilly. Oh, wait. Wrong thing.
So one of the things that's a real problem, we've kind of touched on this in other shows, is that people, our culture has taught people that they should be looking for the quick fix, when in fact this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. What are our tips for those people? What are our tips to help those people understand that it's a marathon and it's not a sprint, and it's okay to stumble, and yes, you can have cheat days. It's a 90-10, 80-20 thing. What are our tips for those people?
Well, people that subscribe to the mainstream suggestions that are out there, my advice to them is to tap into their critical thinking faculties and become a free human being, for one. Right. And once that happens, you can develop an internal constitution that is strong, internalized, and you can start to figure stuff out and look at things with maybe a nuanced point of view instead of a black and white or whatever you've been fed by the bunches of other people.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, not only that, but I'm sorry, Lisa, did you want to say something?
I wanted to dive in because, and I'm sorry.
Dive!
I think this one and the last one are like hooked together, because if you have somebody who, is doing this, you can't do things alone. So if you slip and you're in this business, reach out, say, hey, here I am. I have slipped. Who's with me? Who wants to come with me from this step forward? And we'll keep each other in line. Because this thing that we do with a coach, with people, with groups, you're not alone in it. That's half of the things that we have is the accountability. We're all here to keep each other accountable. And where you may not slip, I certainly do. And I would like to, when that happens, say, okay, what can I use from this that's positive to move me forward and to attract other people to move forward along with me?
Mm-hmm.
Good one.
That's awesome.
Excellent.
I was going to say about the quick fixes, like, you have to put more value into yourself as a human being. I guarantee you, if I eat one Tic Tac a day for the next 90 days, I'm going to lose a lot of weight. But I'm not going to be healthy. I'm not going to be mentally sharp. And as soon as I start eating again, I'm going to gain it all back. It doesn't make it a good idea,
Right.
just because something works quickly. So if you have enough value in yourself as a human being and you want to take the best care of your body and your mind, then doing it the way that we do it with the nutrition as well as the exercise and the support, it all kind of goes together to help the whole body. And it does take longer and it does take work, but it's because you're doing it the right way.
Yeah, totally.
I believe in me 365.
There you go.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I mean, no matter how many holiday tips we give, I mean, really isn't that what it comes down to? It comes down to either people are, like Tom is basically saying they're sheep, or but then are they sheep? Are they sheep because they feel unworthy? They're, our culture teaches them that it's not okay to fail. When in fact failure is actually what they should be seeking. Go for no, fail forward. There's this resistance to want to try. I mean, didn't we grow up learning if at first you don't succeed, try again?
I did.
I mean,
except for parachuting.
Except for parachuting.
Yeah, exactly. But it's actually very narcissistic to believe that you shouldn't fail. Like,
right.
Why are you so perfect? Like,
right.
We all make mistakes, and why feel bad when we do? It's part of the process.
Right, exactly.
I think the umbrella is sheeple, but beneath the umbrella is going to be very individualized. That's where you draw a lot of nuances, because it's going to be specific to the individual as to why are you a sheeple, which is going to be different from everyone else, probably.
Yeah.
Lots of fragmentations there.
Yeah, totally.
That's the thing, like having the community that we do, where we can, like I'm the first one to share when I mess up. I get it all on video every day, and I will show you me falling on my butt and tripping over my dog and dropping weight on my toe. And but the thing is, all this happens, and next day I'm back at it again. I don't let it slow me down.
Right.
So, that's the plus of being in this community rather than doing it on my own, and then nobody's going to see that I screwed up. And then, it's kind of like, it's kind of comforting to say, hey, look what happened to me today. Isn't this a riot? Just moving on. You don't take it to heart.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the first things that really attracted me to this whole thing. When you see the videos, you see the people out there, and you're like, oh, because you've got your super trainers on the Beachbody on demand, but you see the people and you go, oh, I can do that. I can do that. And you get all excited. You relate. There are people just like you and me and everybody. I love when Lecta goes in there and helps you. She's just a helping pup. Here's my little white toy. Take it.
Yeah, she cracks me up. She's showing up in more and more videos because people like to see her.
Yeah, totally.
Labs.
It's very, very relatable. You know, I keep thinking I keep mulling over in my head, you know, if there were magic tips, like magic bullets, you know, that we could use, or we could I don't know, give people, that would just get them over like the first 30 days. If they could just be consistent for 30 days and they could experience what we've all experienced because we were able to do it. We were at the point where we were ready to do it. And to all of a sudden experience, you know, like the change in your attitude and your thinking and the way your body feels and you know, and it's like everything in concert is going, oh yeah, you know, like, why didn't I do this sooner? And I'm never going to quit now because I got over this threshold. I mean, are there any tips to help people do that?
The best one I have, I guess I got from Ray Higdon and some others, is develop a vision that's big enough to pull you through it.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I'm putting it out there, like every single day I put it out there, because like in the summer, in 21 days, I did the one program and I lost 16 pounds in 21 days, and I didn't think I could do that.
Right.
And I was shocked. Like, I actually posted my actual reaction when I got on the scale, and I was like, because I had no idea that I was going to see those kind of results. And people, it's not possible, or it's not. It was, I did the workout, I followed the meal plan.
Followed the nutrition plan.
That's all I did. And
Yeah.
I did it for 21 days. And I will tell you, the first few days sucked because Mama likes her captain and diets, and I had none. And I stuck with it. I love my nachos. I had none. I followed the meal plan. And it works. And it works. And guess what? I had nachos for lunch today. So none of us is perfect. But it works when you follow, you know, when you're following it. So it is possible if you do. It's like, here it is, do this. It's not like you have to go hunt it down. And Shift Shop, like when I did that, it gives you the days and the recipes and the everything. Like, there's so much information available on Beachbody On Demand, on this. So it's not even like you have to go Googling meals or anything. It's all like, here you go. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
And on the days you don't want to do it, that's why you join the community. So you can be like, I don't want to do it. And everybody goes, you can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it. And you're like, you know what, I can do it.
Yeah. And that's the whole community thing is like really key. I mean, because, you know, sometimes you're making like incredible progress, incredible steady progress, and you still can't see it. You know, even though you've got your facts and your figures, you know, whether it's you've lost weight on the scale or you've dropped sizes, or, you know, the way you feel, or the way you know, whatever, the way you look younger, but people still, it's almost like when they look in the mirror, they still see the old them. They still don't equate that they've made any progress. I mean, are there any tips to help people? I mean, that's why the community is so important, but so that, you know, you have somebody other than you being a mirror for your progress. But are there any, for people who don't necessarily have a community, are there tips for them, you know, to kind of get over that?
Yeah, join our community.
Well, yeah.
What were you going to say, Lisa? I'm sorry.
Lisa.
Yeah, if you don't have a community, we have one right here.
Yeah.
And we can welcome you, and we have such diverse people. Yeah. You're bound to find somebody who's going to be your mirror.
Yeah.
Yep, because it's funny, like I'm doing a different program now, and like you said, when you see yourself every day, you don't notice things. And I've had people that we all know that know me for a while, and they're just like, your legs, they're like, and I'm like, really? Like, because I've been looking at me every day. I don't notice it. But then if I go back a few weeks ago when I started it and I look at it now, I'm like, well, yeah, actually, I get kind of get, like, it's like, yeah.
Right.
Little boost.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's, I mean, if you don't have people that have, like, and there's people that I don't know that say things too, and I think that's even more important in the community is people that don't know you personally, because that's a 100% pure reaction. So for them to be like, you can do it, or it's kind of like, okay, cool. You meet new people, and a lot of people I've become friends with after being around them for a little bit. So
yep,
it's good stuff. That's why when you said about if you don't have a community, I'm like, well, I'm sorry. Join ours, because there's really no advice other than get one. And ours
right.
is, so you don't want to be in with anybody else's.
So other than that, holiday tips, use a smaller plate, drink plenty of water, eat the healthy stuff on the buffets first, and then go in for the high calorie, high fat, bad for you items. Follow the 80-20 rule or the 90-10 rule. What else?
Just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it, yes.
Be around people that make you happy. Because as much as there's the physical part of this all, there's the mental part too. And, I'm very open to talking about my depression. And this time of the year, for a lot of people, is very hard, myself included, like with the weather changing and, stuff like that. So make sure that you spend time with people that you love, that lift you up. And if somebody's being a turd, then don't give them your time. Like, just walk away. And if you are feeling depressed or sad, reach out. Don't close yourself off. Message me if you have nobody to message. Seriously.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally.
It's important.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta have a lifeline.
And get a sweater for your guinea pig, because it'll make you happy.
Oh my God.
I can't wait to see him in it. I'm so excited.
I'm so surprised you haven't had him in it yet.
No, I can only take him being mad at me so many times a week. So. And I shampooed him not that long ago, so I'm giving him a break.
Yeah, well, I know all about that, because when Aaron was here, we have a male cat named Tellifer who goes through periods where he cleans himself and then he just doesn't clean himself for like long periods of time. And Aaron and I decided to give him a wow, that was fun. Yeah. We didn't have any shampoo, so we went on the internet and we figured out how to make a healthy cat shampoo. And then we bathed him, and it was he was miserable.
Just put him in a pillowcase and like dunk.
I held him, Aaron washed him, and then it took forever to get him dry. Let's just put it that way. And he looked so sad and so miserable.
Even actually used the blow dryer on Stan, like not close, but he had to blow dry him, and he was like.
Yeah, Tellifer wouldn't stand for that. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, man.
But our fur babies make us happy, too, so we spend time with them.
Yes. Any more tips? We got about 4 minutes left.
Take some time to be quiet.
Oh, yeah.
The holidays are really, really tough sometimes, especially if you're like in charge and it's all stress and you're worried. You got people coming together that are normally not together. If you need to take a moment to be quiet and be aware of it. Like take it, do it deliberately, and have that moment just to be a little bit quiet. The best time that I have ever found in the holidays, just to leave you with this, is that moment on Christmas Eve when all the kids are in bed, everybody's asleep, you've finished up everything. It may be like 4 a.m. It's quiet, there's a candle burning, and I will sit there for maybe 15, 20 minutes with tree and just feel Christmas magic. It's really important to do it.
Yep.
That's awesome. And to take that a step further, because you said about spending time with people, like just remember you don't always have to be right. Sometimes you can be sane. So if someone's like starting with you, you don't have to argue back. Just okay.
You could just say, Merry Christmas.
You know you're right.
Merry Christmas.
They're not going to agree that you're right. So just exactly. Season's greetings. And, you know, Merry Christmas and walk away.
Right. Totally.
Yeah, my brother is very good at that.
Well, yeah. He's got to, just let me say this, that he has to spend 5 days in Minnesota very soon, so.
I don't know what that means, but we'll figure that
out. Well,
out.
let's just say my parents are difficult.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyway, but we're not going to let that stop us from having fun.
Not at all.
No, I'm actually going to get to see all 3 of my children at Christmas this year, and I didn't think that was going to happen.
That's awesome.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, you know, you're taking me to the airport at 3 in the morning.
Yep. 5 o'clock in the morning, off we go.
No. My flight's at 5:40.
Oh, okay. So it's 3? About
yes.
3:30?
Yeah, about 3. Yeah.
Good thing you guys worked that out, or she'd be picking you up at 5.
No, I think this is great. If it's 3:30, it means I don't have to worry about where she sleeps.
No, there'll be no sleeping. No, there'll be no sleeping.
No sleeping. Sleep on the plane.
Something like that. Oi.
Well, does anybody have any last minute tips? We're on the last minute.
Yeah, we got a minute left. Who has who has closing remarks? Or closing stares.
The best.
What?
With holiday travel, the early flights are the best. There's no time to be delayed. You're in there, you're out. It's usually low traffic. It's lovely. So those early flights are the best for holiday travel.
Excellent tip.
Somebody say something so we can have a funny face at the end.
We can just have a funny face at the end anyway. Because it's going to cut out any second now, like it always does.
Yep. So we'll do the Miss America wave.
Hey.
Tom is not amused. And nobody said the F word.
Uh-oh.
Feliz Navidad. There's an F word.
There you go.
Feliz Navidad.